And good evening, everyone. I'm Gary Rodemeyer.
And I'm Melissa Swan. Doug Profit is off this evening. Tonight, police released 911 tapes from a fatal assault at a Louisville restaurant.
The release comes the same day that a Jefferson County grand jury indicted 4 men accused of beating a man to death. WHAS 11's investigative reporter Adam Walser brings us the latest on the story. Adam?
Well, Gary, there are conflicting stories tonight as to who instigated the fight that led to the death of a Northern Kentucky softball player over the weekend. But new clues point to the fact that there were apparently plenty of people involved.
Barbara Lee's Kitchen is normally a quiet restaurant in a quiet part of town. That wasn't the case at 4 o'clock Sunday morning. A fight broke out between members of a visiting softball team and a group of local men, all of whom had prior criminal records.
911, there's your emergency. Will you please send the police to Barbara Lee's Kitchen, please? But they're fighting out on the street. There are a whole bunch of them.
How many?
I don't know, honey. There's like 9 in a group, and then there's like fighting 3 people.
Things quickly got more serious as Bryan Stevenson, a former Eastern Kentucky baseball star, was injured.
Got a kid laying in the road. Mama, that kid is bad off, Mama. He was assaulted.
He was assaulted.
They were all in a fight out here.
One guy's pretty up. You need to get her next. Yes, because he's laying on the deck right now. It's not good.
Stevenson later died. David Pryor, William Schindler, Donald Hays, and Justin Werner were all indicted for his murder, for assaulting one of his teammates who didn't die, and on drug charges today. Hayes, who we first reported yesterday, has been charged with dozens of crimes in the past, many of which were dismissed, is represented by Steve Romines. Romines says that the softball players were the initial aggressors.
My client was involved in this when he received a phone call from his friend who is 5'6", 129 pounds, and says, these guys just spit in my face and said as soon as I walk out, they're going to beat the hell out of me.
Romines goes on to call Hayes, who was also indicted on the charge that he is a persistent felony offender, a good Samaritan.
He gets called out of his house to come help his friend, and next thing you know, he's charged with murder for a guy that he never touched. So, yeah, I mean, he is.
A good Samaritan.
Well, yes. Sure.
Romines says the softball players caused trouble at Turner Field and at another bar earlier in the evening.
We've learned that the 4 men allegedly involved in the fatal attack may have tried to start a fight at another area establishment. A man who didn't want to be identified said that he was over here at the Diamond Pub last Thursday when those 4 men tried to start a fight with him and his friends. An employee of Diamond's also verified that man's account, says police were called. Now, the suspects are all in Metro Corrections under $250,000 bonds tonight. They will be arraigned on all the charges next week, and at that time, their attorneys plan to ask for bond reductions. Adam Walser, WHAS 11 News.